Hello everyone, welcome to Left2Learn, September 6th, 2014. Tonight's map is going to be Dead Air here. I'm going to be having Music of Zephyr co-cast with me tonight here, so why don't you introduce yourself to everyone here?
Hello, as XY said, name is Music of Zephyr. Been playing Left 4 Dead since the release on the Xbox on Left 4 Dead 1. Just transferred over to the PC side permanently. Been playing Pro Mod for about a year, so trying to get into the scene and everything, so yeah,
Alright,
looking
so
forward to this. Oh, I apologize, go ahead.
no, it's fine, it's fine.
But yeah, I don't know, it just looks like it's going to be another fun Left to Learn game this week. So, looking forward to it.
Yes, and we're going to be having some, and I'm looking through the teams right now. I'm trying to see if we have anyone new, but I think we have one person new. Alright, and we'll cover that person's name here as we go through the roll call here. So, for the Survivor team here, so Team A, I'm just going to be reading it from mumble since not everyone is here. So, Survivor team consisting of Zero Ox Shadows, Kimiko, Piglet, and Izach. So yeah, Izach is going to be the new person here. He's on the Survivor team, and they will be mentored by Flo. The Infected team here will be consisting of Freakazoid, Juicy, Featherraw, and Synex, and they will be mentored by Dusty Numbers.
Numbers?
Yes, I don't like to say all the numbers, so I just say numbers, because it's lots of numbers.
It's a lot of numbers.
See, I had a discussion with him once, and I was saying, Dusty, is that your phone number in your name? Because it has the same amount of numbers as someone's phone number. And he said yes, but I didn't call it though.
Well, I don't know. I may have to call it and give it a try now that you mention it, so. Oh, man. But,
So
you said it was... Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, we're gonna go on. So, what would you, what's your experience here with Dead Air on Pro Mod?
Dead Air on Pro Mod, I actually have no experience. As a matter of fact, I've never played Dead Air on Pro Mod. I was actually getting ready to ask if Finale is actually played on Dead Air. But,
Yes.
Oh, it is? Okay, so we're in for 5 maps, I believe?
Yep, Left2Learn always plays the finale with the exception of the parish finale, and if like the teams are really uneven, just people are demoralized, and you know it's like they don't need to play the finale. But finale is encouraged though.
Okay, but like I was saying, no, I actually have no experience with it. The experience that I have with Pro Mod are obviously pugs, and most of the pugs happen to be like Dark Carnival and the Parish. But with Left 4 Dead 1 maps, I actually have no experience in Pro Mod.
Alrighty then. Well, I mean, sure, just treat it kind of similar to like the attacks where people are going to go in pub versus. It's pretty simple. I'll try my best to do the calling, etc. for all that. But so we're going to be having an 11% tank here. I'm sure you're familiar with early tanks in this map, right?
Yeah, it's always been early tanks. I usually play Dead Air, so it's I don't know. I guess it's more so the support for the tank that actually helps it out, seeing as it is kind of a wide open space, and not only that, but you do have the tables or whatever you want to call them with the pots on them. So
yeah, those tables, man.
Yeah, so the survivors are actually able to maneuver around the tank if the tank really can't work around any of it. But yeah, so like I said, like you just now said, we're actually expecting an early tank, 11% tank.
How would you say that's going to be played here, like for the tank side?
I expect to I expect to see, probably a rock tank to figure out what exactly they're gonna do. Probably wait for that right attack, the right tri-cap, maybe a 2-2-1 with a boomer. See if the boomer can land something. Add one of those two, the perfect tri-cap or 2-1, and if the boom lands, maybe the tank will commit, depending on if it's a 2 or 3 boom.
That's definitely true. I mean, this tank here is actually, it's really going to be determined by how well the survivors play here. I mean, a lot of the tanks in Left 4 Dead 2 are determined by how well the survivors play, and there's very few tanks that are determined by how well the SI play. And these tanks that that are determined by how well the SI play are really just really closed in areas, and the survivors just have to try and do their best. But no matter what, they're always going to get hurt. And I'm trying to think of them off the top of my head here. I'm trying to think of something. I would say No Mercy. Like I believe they removed them, but the No Mercy finale early tank. So in that scenario, how well the survivors play is really not gonna determine how well it's gonna go. I mean, obviously, if you play terribly, you're gonna get screwed over, in in any scenario. But if you had two equal teams, the survivor play, no matter how much better they played than the other team, as long as the infected team plays great on that tank, the tank will wipe.
Yeah, it's actually pretty strange. I was actually watching a pug last night, and it was Hard Rain map 2, and it was a really early tank, and it was like literally as soon as they left the room to start off, and I guess the caller of the survivor team, he actually called to fight the tank inside the safe room, and they managed to do work on the tank, but the tank managed to get get the wipe when he only had about 50 HP left, and yeah, so the survivors actually managed to do really good against the tank, but the tank got really lucky and wiped them inside safe room. So
those low HP wipes with the tank. Whenever you're the tank and you get those low HP wipes, it's the best feeling in the world. Especially when you get in a tournament. I got it once in a tournament. Thankfully, I was able to have it saved, but that was back when I had it, a really bad computer, so it's really grainy on YouTube.
yeah. Actually remember I was taking a look at some VODs, and I remember it was actually a really good game. It was the Pixies and someone else, and I believe the Frag Fight tournament. And it was the Pixies, they were playing survivors, and the tank only had about 100 HP, and the Pixies got wiped. And that actually started off the comeback for the Pixies. They started off on map 2, and they got their health bonus just got replenished as soon as they left the safe room, and everyone was saying, oh yeah, there's no way they're able to come back from this, but they actually did. So yeah, I mean, just seeing tanks wipe with very little HP, it's pretty good.
I completely agree. Now, so let's get to discussing the tank here, since it looks like we're going to be good to go here very soon, because we're just waiting on 2 people to join here, and one of them just needs to fix their not the spectator, but their third-person shoulder plugin or something like that. So, again, we have this 11% tank here. Now, this is going to be a rock tank, and how well the survivors play will determine how early this tank needs to commit, or if it needs to commit at all. So, as most of you don't, or most of you maybe you don't know, the rafters above here are blocked off in Pro Mod here, with the exception of the first set. And at the same time, for those of you, again, who don't know, is these rafters are considered safe rooms, so you cannot actually stand on these rafters here during a tank fight without giving him infinite rage. So they are considered safe room, etc. And they also can give sight, because the tank actually can see through these windows. These windows do not block line of sight. Tank is going to be played probably on the rooftop here, so I don't know if you know this music is at for here, but the rooftop here where the spitter is at is blocked or unblocked here on Pro Mod.
Okay, alright. Yeah, I've never actually seen a tank played right there, so, but yeah, that should actually give a good amount of LOS on the site for the tank. So,
yeah. And that's where most, at least that's where I think most tanks usually go to on their first go. It minimizes chip, keeps vision. After that, the survivors will they'll line of sight behind the pot or on the potted plant table. I really don't know what to call it. I know the specific name for the table. Yeah, they'll be line of sighting behind that wall there, and just the tank is probably gonna have to reposition, get on top of this ladder here, and it's gonna be just a pub kind of style here. If you're familiar with public gaming on here on Versus, you'll know that this tank will be played the same way. With the exception here being is that the survivors and the infected here will be a bit more aware of their surroundings and be trying to work as a team rather than the public game where everyone's just kind of free for all.
Yeah, like I said, it's gonna be really interesting to see, seeing as this is Left2Learn, and everybody that is playing right now is trying to get the method of Pro Mod. So seeing how they play a Pro Mod tank as compared to a vanilla regular versus tank is going to be rather interesting for both the infected and survivor side.
I completely agree. Alright, so, yeah, we just went through the tank here, and, I mean, the survivors just gotta make sure they don't get boomed down, they don't get pulled into the tank, etc. They just gotta worry about that. Other than that, it's a really easy tank to take care of. So, this first attack here is probably gonna be either saved or sacked right off the bat here. It's gonna be really hard to get the entire attack out there, though, because there's just no area to spawn in there, spawn in the greenhouse until they leave the safe room. We're going to moving forward here to a 38% witch here. With a 38% witch, I'm trying to remember, but a 38% witch, I believe, is going to be on the rooftop here with the second attack where death charges usually happen.
That's what I was gonna say. It's either gonna be on that rooftop or maybe as soon as they climb the ladder.
So either way, even if the survivors survive the tank, I'm just saying that this witch in this particular spot is going to be very devastating. So the survivors just on both teams here are going to have one hell of a time getting through this map.
It's going to be interesting, seeing what exactly they're going to do with that witch, seeing as, you know, you have to deal with the witch and the possibility of, you know, a death with with a charge or, you know, a jockey off. Smoker can actually do some work too from the far left rooftop. So seeing what they do with the witch is going to be just as interesting. But by the looks of it, Feather is asking if they're ready.
Yes, we're just waiting on Piglet, Kimiko, and Izach to ready up here. So just people on the survivors, the infected are good to go here. It looks like Kimiko's saying they are taking care of something. They might be working on LERP or rates and such like that. Everyone loves giving the discussion about LERPs and rates. Just ask me how many times people ask me just, you know, just in general, even though they know the answer to the question already.
Oh gosh, I can't even tell you anything about LERP because every time that I play a pro mod game, I'm always playing with 100 LERP, which
Should
I don't
probably
know.
fix that.
Yeah, I should probably fix that. Like I know it helps, but I don't know. I'm always clicking, you know, ready and all that, and I'm just ready to play, but probably start working with a better LERP.
Why don't you just get an auto exec? It'll do it for you. I mean, you can just set your LERP to something like 60. That's 40 MS off. That makes a pretty big difference. And 60 won't give you any stuttering common in public games.
You know, oh yeah, I'll have to take a look at it after this. And now we're waiting on two. We still have Kimmy and Izach.
Looks like somebody accidentally set their LERP a bit too high and was set to spectator.
500.
So this might take a while here. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and start going through these attacks here. So again, first attack here will obviously be, be with the tank here, either as soon as the tank is getting in position or just really early on to try and get an attack, another attack for the tank. And I mean, other than that, it's just gonna determine when the tank or when the SI die. Whether it'll determine whether they'll get the next attack. I mean, if the SI die very, very early on, but the tank gets killed much later on before the SI are able to get up again, I imagine there will be an attack on the bridge here. Very devastating attack. You just get a smoke, you just get a jockey stumble, hunter stumble. I mean, a charge here is just really devastating here on this bridge. Hell, if they just don't even decide to go for that, just going for the attack right here, right before you enter the, what is this, the broken down window here can also be pretty bad.
Yeah, and they actually have a pretty good attack to, to work with, regardless of what they do, whether they want to do the bridge or the room. They have a or 3-1 with the spitter, the jockey, jockey hunter charger, and the spitter, of course. So regardless of what lands, the spit should inflict a little bit of damage right before the tank decides to spawn up.
Alrighty, and as for the war room here, which war room do you think we should go to for this tank here?
I think we should just go with the infected, because again, trying to figure out what exactly they're going to do with the tank, whether they take it on the very, very top rooftop, or they decide to camp in the room and try to curve rock. Yeah, I think we should go with an infected war room to start off with, to start off with.
All right, I'm down with that. All right, so let's say going after the tank, we're probably gonna have that witch here. Obviously, it's gonna be a really bad witch because it's just in a really bad position here. So the survivor's just gonna have to work extra hard to make sure to deal with that crown, deal with that witch. without getting death charge at the same time here. They're going to make their way through the furnitured living room here. Very big living room, but I feel like they're, I don't know. This apartment just feels really weird. Have you ever gone through this apartment before and just realized that, hey, this apartment feels kind of weird?
I always forget about the room to the left and the room and the bathroom that's like right beside where you're supposed to go. I always forget about the two rooms. I'm just worried about you know, my destination, which is the hallway down the steps. So if you don't, you know, worry about the two rooms and everything, you never know what can come out. You know, I mean, like a boom stumble with spit coming in from the behind. You know, that can cause a lot of damage. Spit alone, just in this area, you know, with any infected, will cause a lot of damage. So you want to look out for the spit, but also the two rooms. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really like this room, but I mean, it can make or break. So
Yeah, I mean, all the attacks here on dead air here. I mean, we have the bridge attack, we have the ladder attack, and then we have the room attack here. All three of these attacks are all make or break hits. All right. I don't really. I mean, there usually isn't that many of those hits. I mean, if we go to like say Parish Map 3, there is one make or break hit, and that is the ladder hit. Other than that, all the other attacks are all pretty standard.
yeah, that's yeah. Parish 3, like after the sewers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that ladder. Well, I don't know. I mean, the ladder and then the steps, like right after that, you know, before you actually get up to the bridge on the ambulance and everything, that can do some work depending on what exactly you have. You never know. A smoke can, you know, smoke back the last person, and you know, like right behind a car, like at the end of the car lot. But yeah, you know, this, you know, the instant kill spot with the witch, and you know the I guess living room or whatever you want to say, and also at the end, in the safe room and everything. Oh, and it turns out we're actually going live.
Alrighty, so we're going to be seeing this early tank here. Let's see what the SI decided to do. We will be going to the infected war room here. Looks like the SI are going to be hesitating here. They're not going to go in for an early attack here. They're just going to save everything here.
Okay, and let's see what we have set up. So we have the. I don't know. Okay, all right, and now we're actually going in. Jackie just now. Oh no, paint.
Alright, Hunter's coming in here. Alright, well, let's wait for this attack to end here. So Jackie goes in. Great Jackie onto Zoe here. That's a lot of damage going in here. Here comes a spit. Kind of did a bit of a separation there. It's going to delay the survivors from getting into the safe room very quickly. That is a lot of damage on that first hit here right before the tank. And looks like this infected did decide to go in for that rooftop there. But yeah, nonetheless, shall we take it to a war room then, Zephyr?
We shall.
Alrighty.
So what you could do is you can just keep sending in hits like if you think about it. Because they didn't seem to take
Just
that
keep
hit
him in
previously
sight.
well.
And your rage doesn't go down.
Yeah. Because when they're trying to LOS you, they're also the most vulnerable, so you all should take a hit. When you all get spawns, go ahead and give the countdowns.
Alright.
Syntax, and then you can go ahead and get a hit. You should use your mumble voice, by the way. He's already on second pass. You guys need to get a hit if you're going to go out and get a hit.
Watch out!
Yeah, just go ahead.
You're going to have to
You
commit
guys
that.
ready?
Go.
You guys ready?
Take your start going in
I'm
now.
going.
Okay, ready?
Go ahead and commit it.
Okay, let's go.
No, Hunter, hold off. Wait for the tank to go in.
Oh, you're committing now, yeah.
No, don't throw rocks. Just go in and close on the survivor. SI, hold off. Alright, you can go and help him. Tank, you can also try to back it out right now. Get out. What you should do is camp near the down survivor. So if they try to pick him up, you can like and shoot him. But don't commit all the way until you're like infected is back in. Just like back out. You can climb up there. So if they try to pick him up, you can always just keep doing it until your reinforcements are up. Alright.
Fuck, they got him up.
Alright, rest of you guys have to help immediately.
Alright, I'm ready to help.
Everyone needs to go. Go ahead.
Chip,
Go for a rock, just go ahead and go in.
Too high. Alright, go!
You pretty much have to throw a rock tank.
Lol.
They might decide to push forward, so just be aware about that.
Hope they push forward.
Your main goal is to prevent them from taking that choke in the front. You can even let that go AI to prevent them from taking that choke, because that's like another devastating hit.
Maybe one hit on Bill? Oh, okay.
Good try.
Oh, no.
Alrighty, and we are back here. So we just saw a tank in the hands of Freakazoid there, and the infected trying to help him there. I would say that they got in quite a bit of damage here. 3 sets of posts left, 1 bleeding and 1 slow.
Yeah, I would say that, you know, it was pretty good damage. He did manage to get 1 down. There were a few questionable calls. He kind of went in, taking a little bit of chip and then backing out. I guess he was trying to keep sight, I guess you can say. But, you know, all in all, I mean, you got 1 down. You still have about two more good possible attacks in with the witch and the ladder and the dining room. So, and with this, we actually have a 2-2. We have the Boomer, Spitter, Smoker, and Hunter. Smoker is going in, trying to get the pull off. Hunter is looking for a crouch, and the Spitter's up. Oh, he does manage to get it. Spitter goes in, gets a little tick.
Some great damage by the infected here. And here comes Zoe with the crown here. Oh, he's going to have to go for that draw crown. Looks like he's backing off here. Looks like Xerox Shadow will not go for that crown here. We'll be going to Piglet. Oh no, we'll be going to Zoe. But she shot way too early. If the team did not help her with that, that would not have been a kill.
Attack, we actually have the ladder coming up. We do, ooh, this is actually a pretty good attack. You do have the jockey, Spitter, Smoker, and Charger. See what exactly they can do with this. Smoker is standing on the roof. Jockey just now pre-spawns, clearing the common first before they decide to go out to the ladder. Jockey's looking to go in, Zoe baiting.
A lot of baiting going on by the survivors here, but they have to remember that they have 1 set of pills and 2 bleeders here, and Xerox Shadows is very close to being slow here. And here comes the attack. Great jockey coming out here. Does get cleared though, and here comes the smoke. Does not happen though. Charger going for that death charge. Almost gets it. He slides off of Lewis there, and Piglet will go down from the spit.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I don't exactly know what happened. It looked like the Smoker's target had actually gotten stuck, which I think is what the Charger was hoping to do. Charger goes in, tries to get something else, misses again. But it's very, very unfortunate. And it looks like they may be able to push through this room before an attack comes up. But Boomer is waiting to see what he can do. Boomer's up, gets
double
boom. Cap is up. Oh no, sorry. Charger does get the drag away. Hunter gets stopped and the spit goes in. And there is a death on Piglet.
That's definitely going to hurt the survivor's health bonus here. They need to get Bill up, and they need to making a run for this here. They need to get that distance and make it safe from here. There will be 1 additional attack here. And here comes a jockey going to the separated survivor. Zoe made the definite mistake there of moving up ahead and not paying attention for spawns.
Wow, and they did not get the pickup too, so that definitely is going to be a down.
This is a total of 2 additional attacks here that the survivors are going to take before they get to the safe room. 3! Oh, yeah, this is 3 additional attacks they're going to have to deal with here. Here comes the pull onto Lewis. That is health bonus. Great clear by Bill. Here comes the Hunter, though. Separation. There's the pounce on the Bill. Bill might die here.
Oh, and the jockey managed to get the last one.
And that is the wipe.
Very, very unfortunate right there. Just slight separation to start off the entire thing, and then after that, you know, it just went downhill. Very, very unfortunate.
The thing you have to be paying attention for is just, you got to be aware of everything that's going on in Left 4 Dead 2. Piglet might not have gone down from that spit earlier and might not have died then further ahead here by the new spit if she didn't go down previously. You just got to always find a way to be able to move when you hear a spitter, just look for a place that you're going to be able to move to and expect that they're going to be spitting at you. If they don't, great. But if they do, at least you forethought, or you said forethought? I don't know if it's forethought. I don't think that's a word.
I don't think that is.
Yeah, I don't think that's a word. But at least you thought ahead about where to move when that spit came at you, and you got out of there much sooner than you needed, or taking a lot of damage, etc.
Yeah, very, very, very unfortunate. But maybe they can recover. Maybe they can do a little more work with the tank. Now that they actually know that. I mean, I'm pretty sure they knew before, but they know about the rooftop. Hopefully, maybe there's a little more communication to start off with at the beginning. As soon as that tank went in, it actually heard somebody say, "Wait, we actually have to count." After 2 spawns, it actually went in and died, and the hunter was up. So maybe they can work a little better together, as infected as compared to the other team did.
So the survivors, I mean, as you were just saying, the survivors need to, for this tank in general, they need to cover each other really, and they need to shut down the SI very quickly. I think we saw on the previous team here that there was a charger that got in like 8 punches in?
8 punches, yeah. It was a good amount of punches, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, charges in general need to be focused down, but the SI need to die very, very quickly when the tank is coming in there. If the SI had been cleared while that tank had about, I want to say 3,500 health left when he was about to pull out, I feel like that tank might have had maybe about 1k left on the pullout there.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. The charger was going for... Oh, and we're getting ready to go live. But like I was saying, it was unfortunate because the charger had actually landed a few punches on Bill, and Bill was in the process of trying to reload the primary weapon and had their double pistols out, so...
Oh, and Bill does take some fall damage there. Oh, actually, no, he doesn't. But I always take fall damage there. Anyways, here comes a sack spit here, and the rest of the SI will be saving here, and the tank will be climbing up here very, very slowly, though. So, let's quickly take it over to that infected war room, then, shall we?
We shall.
There's a free raid. You could rotate on top of that fire escape, just like they did.
Can't we just bring the car in? Because they're still in the safe room. Or
Yeah.
I don't have
Pretty
that
much
kind of
do that.
technology.
You gotta get on top of that fire escape, Kimiko. There you go.
The fire's
Hey.
not real.
Yeah, it's not. You go all the way to the top.
They're LOSing? Is that what they're doing?
I think you should go to the high part of the roof, and then that corner to your left, you might be able to hitbox them if you double underhand from that angle.
Tank!
And... Ooh, your second pass already. You're gonna have to commit. I think Charger
will.
come from the safe room.
Okay.
Yeah, go in now.
Go
Kimiko,
in now.
Go,
now.
Kimiko.
Go now. It's gonna go AI. No, we got it.
Keep sight.
I'm gonna distract. As
Yeah.
Hunter. I'm gonna hit one about to die.
Nice cover. If you could get out, tank, get out. Ooh, actually, you're good. Get that down.
No, she's on him corner. Just turn around. Hit that one. Good job.
Try not to chase him so much. You could
It's picking up. Don't worry about him.
Reloading.
Try to get out, Kimiko.
Reloading.
Okay.
try to get the pull forward. The GC pull.
Going in.
Oh, I keep missing the hole. I'm gonna die.
Get it back off. Let Smoker help you.
I got one pulled.
You can punch him off. You can punch him off.
Got one pulled.
I'm down.
I'm dead.
Alright, and we are back here, so we just saw a tank in the hands of Kimiko here. Managing to get 2 people bleeding here, and that will be 2 sets of pills down.
Thanks. I owe ya.
Pretty good tank. Missed a few punches, but managed to get the 2 downs and say, whatever you need to do to, get it will work. So But next is going to be this witch, and by the looks of it, they're alright. Yep, draw crowning.
Great
Yeah,
round by Bill.
and the jockey is going in, trying to grab hold of it. No. Alright, spreading the damage, which is pretty good. Health bonus is on Bill and Francis, so
Bill got a lot of god frames there. I think he would have took a lot more damage if he didn't get pounced on.
very, very true. They do have quite a bit of horde to deal with. Zoe down on the bottom, trying to deal with everything. Next attack should be inside the living room.
I feel like the survivors should take their time here. They still have all this horde chasing them, and there's an attack up. They should not be pushing like this. They need to take their time and clear. And here comes the attack while they have the horde here. And this is a separation right
Separation
here.
again.
But Jockey does not go after
no.
Zoe here.
No, self clear.
Great clear by
pretty
Zoe.
well.
Couple scratches coming out by the Jockey here.
Oh,
4
wow.
scratches in
Okay.
total onto Synax.
Oh, I did not realize that jockey was still alive. I expected it to be dead with being surrounded by 3 survivors.
Survivors
That
making their way into the safe room here, and they will
should
be
be
making
safe
it
room.
with 256? 256 bonus.
Yeah, 256. So, but again, in pro mod, you know, health bonus and everything included, you know, it can still be anyone's game. And obviously can be with the opposing team being down by, oh gosh, a second math, what, 451?
Say again?
The opposing team's only down by about 451, so like I said, it can still be anyone's game with the health bonus and whatnot in pro mod.
Yeah, a little over 300 or so. And look at this, we got a 49% tank, so thankfully, I really hate early tanks on this map here. Just anything below, I want to say 25%, and you play it inside the, what do you call it, the big bedroom here? Let me go show the viewers here where that bedroom is. So yeah, this dark room here, which I do not have a spectator flashlight, so unfortunately you won't be able to see anything, but it's a big dark room here, and this is generally where this early tank is played. And honestly, I really dislike the tank, because that tank is just, it's really hard not to wipe. That tank there is an example of a tank where the wipe is determined by how well the infected play rather than the survivor. You can play really well there as a survivor, but if the tank is really good and the support is really good, it's just not going to matter.
Yeah, sorry about this. I am actually, Dusty is talking to me at the current moment.
Oh, that is fine. Alrighty, so, and we also got a 77% Witcher, so I'm not sure the percentage of this, but let's just assume that it's going to be somewhere in the offices here. This is going to be close quarters, a lot of spawns, and I would say it's going to be a difficult witch to take if spawns are up. And so we're going to be going back down here, and the first attack going to be consisting of a 3-1 here with Charger and Spitter. So we can see a potential full attack here. It looks like they're setting up for this full attack. We got Jockey on the boxes here, got Spitter behind the shelves, Charger and Hunter are going to be repositioning up front here.
Give me 1 second. I had to rejoin.
Yeah, it's fine. Alright, I'm just waiting on 4 people here to ready up here. So, I mean, this first attack here looks like, again, like they're going to be setting up for this really early hit here. Hunter's in a really odd spot, though, I would say. I'm not sure where the charge is at. The charge is coming from behind the pillar?
I think Charger... Oh, wow, I think they're all getting ready to set
they're all
up right
getting
there.
ready. And here comes this early hit. Here comes the Hunter leading in, gets shoved aside. Here comes a free charge, a Jockey in the spit here.
In the
3
spit,
punches, 4 punches.
4 punches.
Almost 5 punches there by that Charger onto Zoe. Great attack by the infected.
Wow, that's close to about 150 damage right there. So great way to start this map.
Spiders will be making their way through here. Clearing the common infected, going to the ladder. Francis is stuck. Nobody is clearing Francis here. The survivors need to watch their teammates here, or stuff like that could go horribly wrong.
Alright, next attack is a... Oh wow, I put up the spec hood.
You got that spec out.
But
Next
it's
attack.
It's a tri-cap, Jockey, Hunter, Smoker, and Spitter. See what exactly they're going to be doing with this. Jockey looks like it is getting ready to come from the back. The Hunter has already pre-spawned near the switch that they need to activate.
Oh, and here comes the Hunter. He goes in.
Spit. Oh, that stumble though. Alright, not much, not much.
Infected are doing a lot of damage, and look at their health. They're
What?
all almost
That-
slow.
That was from the first attack.
Well, no, I mean, Bill was caught up in the spit there and lost about, I want to say, maybe about 20 health.
Okay, alright.
Oh, and here comes another spit, and we got 3 people slow here with 3 sets of pills going to be committed probably before this tank. You know, 1 set of pills is already set off here. The survivors probably need to save all those pills there. They probably don't want to commit those.
It is very true. They are all pretty slow for the tank right now, aside from Sinex, who is playing as Francis, who is standing at 52 HP. So he's quite a bit before he's limping at 39, but you see them camping inside the room, and we do have a tri-cap with a boomer. Charger is going in, lands a charge. Hunter is deciding to go in for scratches, getting stumbled by the boomer. Jockey doing a scratch or 2. So...
Now there, we just saw that the Charger just let in right now in most scenarios, and I say most because there are very few scenarios where you don't send in, but the Charger should never ever lead in with an attack.
Yeah, that's very true. Usually you know, would probably want a distraction to go in, so that way not everyone is concentrating on the Charger, and so that way they're a little distracted, so that way the charge actually lands, it's actually able to, you know, get a pound or 2. And again,
Here
you
comes
see the
Charger.
Charger going in first. And
Oh, and a pull into
my
spit!
God. That very, very unfortunate. 2 downs are there right now.
What a great job by the infected here. We got 3 bleeders here before the tank is up, and only 2 sets of pills left.
Yes, this does not look like it's going to end well. Another attack is actually getting ready to come up with the last spawn being 2 seconds in. It's another 3-1 with a boomer, Jockey, Hunter, and Charger. They just keep getting the Chargers.
These Chargers are slowly dwindling down the team. The survivors here need to just start. They need to start avoiding the spit, and they need to focus the Chargers a lot more. Those Chargers should not be getting in and doing so much damage with either just getting the charge and then just getting distracted by not clearing the other SI. And here comes the attack. Boomer tries to go for a really large arc there, but it just wasn't going to happen here. Charger gets cleared. Hunter and Jockey also get cleared very quickly.
Boom does land, and Sinex is on, I believe, his 2nd down. So he is going to be black and white for this tank. Zoe and still carrying slight bonus, but I know we still have a tank to deal with and a witch at 77%.
Now with the tank like this, I mean, just 3 people bleeding here, and Freakazoid very, very close to being down there with that permanent health. The tank really just needs to bleed them out, and Speak the Devil here, looks like we got the tank in the hands of Piglet here. Oh, and that pull almost gets
wow,
an
I got
cap.
stuck. Yeah, I got stuck.
And let's quickly go over to that Survivor War Room here, or Infected War Room, sorry.
Okay. Oh, darn it, Feather.
They might try to run. Yep, he's running.
Tank, turn around, get the last guy. We'll try to get him because
Yeah.
There's a runner.
I need to die, I think.
Not really.
Reloading.
Spawn in front of him, Miko.
I am.
Okay. There you go. He's looking at me. Alright, awesome.
Guys, I need some help.
Try to get the last guy if he decides
Yeah.
to book it.
Just trying to melee
he's
me. I was
dead.
like,
Hell, real fast.
Alright, and we are back here, so we just saw a tank in the hands of Piglet here. managing to wipe off the survivors here. One of them running forward for distance, getting charged, double teamed by a jockey charger combo, and we just saw a nice football goal punch here by the tank.
Yeah, that did just now happen. Right now, running 4 points, I guess, you know, when 3 of your teammates are, you know, in the hands of a tank and everything, and already being up by a good amount, you know, just a few more points that, you know, won't really hurt, so not really much you can do right there. But so,
They could have maybe tried to play the tank out, but just, you know, as we said earlier, they had 3 people bleeding, and one of them very close to being down with the permanent health that he had. The tank, all he had to do was just play rock tank, and by the time they committed, he'd probably just be able to one-punch everyone.
yeah. Okay, alright. Well, just like the first attack again, we are gonna have a, what was it, 3-1? 3-1 again.
Yes. 3-1 consisting of a spitter charger here, and looks like the jockey's going to be coming from out the inside of the famous refrigerator room. I'm sure, do you remember this room from Left 4 Dead 1?
Wow, I haven't played Left 4 Dead 1 for quite a while, but no, actually...
Yes, this is the famous refrigerator room here, with the refrigerator door that's removed on Versus. It's still there on campaign for nostalgia, and the door cannot be broken down even by a tank.
Oh wow, okay. Alright,
Yep.
so it's kinda like a safe room door, I guess you can say.
Yes, but better, because you can you can stay in there forever and ever, and slowly die.
Oh man. And I do believe we are Piglet saying BRB 1 second, so but yeah, very, very unfortunate. They just weren't concentrating on the you know, charger, and not only that, but you know, the spit was actually getting to them while they were holding out in the what do you want to call that room?
The first bedroom?
The black no, the black room?
They're all black rooms to me.
Oh my god.
I can't see in there.
Oh man.
The only thing I can see in there is flashlights and bullets flying across my screen.
Oh, okay. Alright. But no, they took quite a bit of, you know, spit damage as they were holding out the event. But you know, maybe they'll be able to execute some pretty interesting stuff on the infected side.
Alrighty, and we are waiting on Juicy to ready up here. Now, mind you that this team is going to be going for another early attack, just like the previous team, and they got in quite a bit of damage, a total of 4 charger punches onto Zoe there in the refrigerator room. So, they just, I would say that they do have a lot to live up to on this first attack here. But mind you, this first attack here can just go really, really south for the survivors. Just, you charge someone and then he come in the spit. The spit spread inside this building in particular is just huge, and it'll be hard to get out without at least being yellow from the spit charge.
Very, very true. Oh, and we are getting ready to live, so let's see exactly what happens here. Again, the jockey is in the freezer room, and the other 3 infected are by the cardboards on the left.
Alright, and here is the attack here. Hunter and jockey spawned up. Good pounce, good jockey. Oh, and here comes a wow, charger stumble.
Yeah, charger stumble, so still alive though. Yep, got 1 more punch before he died, so not as much damage, but it's, you know, still a pretty good amount. Zoe did get a good amount of that damage thrown onto her.
And Zoe is slow here, so either she commits pills to keep up with the team and bleeds, and looks like she is committing the pills there, so she will be bleeding before this tank. And yeah, then you have to camp out that horde event.
Oh, and the separation jockey right there at the very bottom. So Smoker does manage to get a smoke. Hunter is trying to come from the front. Spitter does get a questionable spit. I don't know where that
The spit, he
went.
was trying to spit at the survivors, and it went through the railing here. So right here was just a prime example, as I said last round, is you need to cover your teammates here. We saw Bill got caught up by Horde, similar to Francis, but he got unlucky. He was more hoarded and got jockeyed. You have to cover your teammates. I can't emphasize this enough. If you don't cover your teammates like that, especially the last person, shit like that's gonna happen. And we see 2 bleeders here for the tank and 2 sets of pills already committed, and they haven't even made it to the holdout event.
Very, very true. Right now we do see the survivors moving forward, trying to figure out what.
Looks like they're shopping here and passing around pills, but I'm not entirely sure what they're doing here. Are they trying to bait out the attack?
I don't think they're waiting. The infected are going to attack right then and there. I think they're actually going to wait so they push the button. They do have a 2-2. They do have a Hunter, a Charger, and the Boomer and Spitter. So Hunter has pre-spawns. So let's exactly see what they're getting ready to do.
Survivors are taking their time here. They're clearing the common infected from inside the house, but mind you, again, they only have 2 sets of pills and 2 bleeders here. Hunter is pre-spawned around the building. Boomer is going to be coming from on top along with the Spitter. Charge is going to be going around the corner here, and we're probably going to see an attempted death charge, but they do not have a jockey or a smoker to set this up. And it looks like pills are being rattled here by Piglet here. Possibly might take those 3rd set of pills here right before the tank. And survivors are going out here. Hunter and Boomer and all the SI are going in. Hunter gets great pounds. Here comes the Charger trying to go for that death charge. A spit. Here goes a charge, but it just doesn't happen. And I would say that Charger got valved. Good old valve in those ledges here.
Very, very true. The Boomer didn't land anything, nor the Spitter, but they. I don't know. I mean, they managed a little bit of chip. As you can see, Zoe and Bill look like they either need to commit the pills or they need to be looked at quite a bit by their teammates. And Cap is going in on Zoe. Boomer coming from the room. Wow, only getting a 1 boom.
I didn't even see the Boomer coming out because he had no glow around him. He just appeared from the darkness. It's kind of scared me. Oh, and Charger's sitting here with 277 HP. He needs to go in there and dive for his teammates' spawn timers, but looks like they will be saving. So that is a half health Charger, mind you, for this next attack here. So, Infected are getting ready for this next attack, consisting of a 3-1 here with the half-health Charger and a Spitter here. Hunter's going to be committing. Here comes the Smoker. Here comes the Charger. Hunter gets skeeted. Here comes the Charger, gets leveled here, and an achievement goes out. Good pull.
I don't know. I thought... I don't even know what to say about that. That was a pretty nice level. I guess the Hunter got skeeted too, but the Smoker managed to grab a pull in the spit with Zoe and managed to get a few ticks, so
if we take the time to look at the survivor's health here, we're seeing Piglet here with 44 temp health, Kimiko here with 40 permanent health here, very, very close to being slow. Zero Ox Shadows with 40 temp health here, and he's now down to 39, so he is now slow, and is Ash with 44 permanent health. Great kill by Zoe onto that Hunter.
Again, the Boomer only managing to get 1 boom. Oh, no, got the Proxy too, so... But, yeah, Zoe managing to a little bit at the front of the door.
Survivors are now making their way forward here. The common infected for the Horde are actually trapped, mind you. They're all trying to climb up here, but they're bouncing off of each other. They're never going to make it up, so they're in a perpetual stuckness here of trying to climb. What a terrible way to die. And next attack up, consisting of a 3-1 here with Charger and Spitter here. Hunter is good to go here, pre-spawn in the exact same spot previously, and Charger's going to go for another death charge. I feel like the team should stop going for death charges here and try and get as much damage as possible so that the tank can easily clean up here.
Yeah, especially with all the team, slowing everything. I don't really think an instant kill needs to be done, but the attacker is going in. The Smoker and Hunter went for the same target. Spit did go in, and
there's the death charge!
Yep. Smoker smoking right in the Spit, managed to get the end cap. He only has, is that 1 HP? HP left, so... Charger, I don't know what the
Oh,
Charger got
that
the
Guys, over here, I could use a
And here
hand.
comes Charger again.
Oh,
Almost gets another
almost.
death charge. Great
Jackie
job
is
with the
coming in.
survivors.
I could use a hand.
Oh, Jackie, Jackie getting stuck. Alright, there we go. 2 boom. Oh, 3 boom.
Here, I could use a hand.
Triple boom here. Here comes the Horde. Here comes the Hunter here. Could see a possible death charge. Here he comes with the charge again. Does
Oh,
get a
charge.
second death charge, and there's the pounce.
I believe that is the wipe right there, yep.
The thing to point out there is, again, we saw Bill was in the back, and his team was not covering him. If the team was, I mean, in general, there you should assume that they're trying to set up for the death charge. They pinned him over there. Somebody should have went over there and started shooting at the charger, waiting for that death charge to set up. You know, waiting for him to pick up. But everyone was too focused. I think what was it? They had Horde on the other side or something.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, that's what it was.
So, I mean, again, you need to cover your teammates. And as somebody said here in chat, he says that he covers his teammates with bile. Alright, so yeah, you want to cover your teammates, but not with bile. You want to cover them by shooting bullets around. I was about to say by shooting bullets, okay? But then I was going to be like, you know, someone might take that the wrong way and say, oh, maybe I should friendly fire my teammates by covering them with bullets. Yeah, don't do that. Shoot around your teammates and clear the infected. But either way, just cover your teammates or bad things happen, as we've already seen.
I was gonna say, I don't even think Boomer Bile actually works. I remember the first time I played Pro Mod when they added the Boomer Bile, I threw a Boomer Bile down, and one of my teammates got, you know, biled on, and I'm like, what the hell is this?
I don't know if that actually still happens, but, I mean, just in general, you could always just throw a bile at somebody and a bunch of zombies are going to run at that person.
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know, it happened with both teams. Obviously, just like you just now said, you know, just look out for your teammates, make sure, you know, they're cleared or anything, or whatever, so, you don't want to keep moving, you know, with 3 people as someone is, you know, hoarded in the back. Even with that person having a melee weapon, you know, you still need to help that teammate out. But, you know, hopefully they, you know, learn from the mistake and won't let it happen again. But you have a tri-cap to start off with, the Charger, Smoker, Jockey, and a Spitter. So we do have the charged Spit, so let's see if they can execute on that.
Smoker's already spawned up here, so we saw a bit of baiting here going on. Jockey's in the first window here. Here comes the pull. Here comes the charge. They're going to try and charge into the door, but it's just too late. Great clear by the survivors there. The SI are trying to get something in here. Jockey is found. Jockey is chipped. Jockey misses here and gets shoved aside and does get cleared here. Here comes Delay Spitter, but it just doesn't reach him in time. And a great clear there on all the SI with the Smoker sitting at 227. Oh, one thing introduces ramp here. Well then. Okay,
well,
Jacob.
We do have an elite tank though, 83%, which is at 32%, so Smoker just now went for a despawn. Right now all we have up, oh no, everything is up right now. We do have a tri-cap. It is a Boomer, Smoker, Charger, and Jockey. The event has...
This 3-1 here can actually do a lot of damage. They can actually charge somebody off if they set it up properly here, but it looks like they will be setting up at the bottom here since survivors already have taken the spawns up top. Oh, here comes the charge. It does not happen. Here comes the boom. Great pop. And here comes the Jockey trying to do something in here very, very late, and he will be getting shoved aside. Oh no! He just gets killed by the team. Multiple lead into his face.
And Smoker out. Oh. It has been activated.
Survivors are going to be taken around the far left here. It's probably going to be preferable. I mean, how many times have you ever had anyone on the far right that just gets pulled down?
Yeah, that always happens to me while I'm playing this map. But I don't know, the infected actually needing to land something. I see 3 zeros and 1 6 with the damage, but we do have another tri-cap Hunter, Jockey, Spitter, and Charger. Looks like they're trying to set up on the other side of the fence on the far left.
We burned a path.
And the Hunter and Spitter are on the far roof. Hunter is spawned up.
Here comes the DP.
No,
He
barely
misses.
missing it. However, they don't know Jockey and Charger.
Oh, that spit! Do you see where that spit?
Right above them.
That was so
Oh my
close.
God.
That would have been a highlight. I would have highlighted it. That was a great spit there, but it just got stuck on that what do you call it? The support frame.
Yeah. Wow, that would have been really, really nice. Especially with them not, you know, paying attention to the Charger and Jockey that were coming in from the back.
Well, the infected here just trying their best to get in. They only got 24 points of damage in here. 4 sets of pills, all good to go. Tank is 83%, so they still got a lot of attacks to go through here before they get to the tank. And so we're coming up with this next attack here, consisting of a 2-2 with Charger and Hunter here. Oh, actually, no, 3-1, sorry.
That's a
Charger
3-1,
and
yeah.
Boomer. Hunter's going for another DP here. Smoker is thinking about pulling someone down. I'm not sure he's going to be able to get it at that angle. He's going to try and get Bill here. Here comes the DP. Great pull. Great cover. Here comes the Charger. Good single boom coming in here. And here comes the charge. Almost a double.
Oh, wow. Almost. Managed to get 2 pounds before dying. So, Francis is at 40, so one more hit and he should be pretty slow. But other than that, you know, Juicy's still holding 100 HP. Feather at 73, the Witch is up, and it was... Wow.
Freakzord tries to go for that crown there, leaving the Witch with 63% of his health left. That is a full down with a lot of bonus. They still have 4 sets of pills here. An attack could come in here consisting of this Boomer here. Here comes the boom, gets a single double boom. It looks like the rest of the SR will be saving here for the next attack.
Shadow still has 6 seconds to spawn. Kimiko just now getting rid of the Boomer, trying to stall for a little bit with a 14-second spawn. So, right now we do have the Jockey, Smoker, and Hunter. Pretty sure it might be a spitter for Kimiko, so...
I'm thinking a Hunter. Or actually, no, they already have Hunter. Sorry.
Yeah, it should be a spitter. Alright, they are setting up on the roof. Whether they are making their way. Hunter's getting ready to go. No. That's...
Gonna be changing roofs here. Next attack consisting of a 3-1 here again with Hunter, Jockey, and Smoker. I'm not entirely sure what they could do with this attack in this general area here. They just have to hope for the tri-cap and get some good spit in.
It's Smoker from the back. Smoker does manage to get Synex. Oh, and the... Oh, wow. The Smoker did manage to get a pounce for a second, and the Jockey did land, so... Pretty good damage. Currently, the Survivor's at 50%. Still a little far away from the tank. Now they do have a full set of pills.
2 bleeders here. Looks like they have 3 bleeders. Featherwell accidentally committing his pills early there. They will be making their way through here. And looks like they're missing a set of pills right now. Zoe pointing out those pills. Bill coming back, grabbing that extra set of pills. And Survivor's just making it through here pretty breezingly here. The infected are going to be going for a late attack here instead of an early attack, so they definitely have enough time to be clearing all this common infected uncontested, really.
Do have a 2-2, the Spitter, Hunter, Boomer, and Charger. Again, I think they may, just like you said, set up for late attack. Again, we are at 60. We're at 60%, so the tank should be spawning maybe as soon as they get to the alarm car.
Survivors are definitely taking their time clearing as much of the common infected as possible. They don't want to accidentally trigger this tank, but they also have to remember that they have 3 people bleeding. Mind you, though, that they have 4 sets of pills. Freakazoid should probably take those pills since he's already full on bleeding. Same with Synex there, unless he expects to bleed out all the way down to his perm health.
Very true. They do have quite a bit of common to deal with around the alarm cars, so they're going to be cautious around that. Again, the infected are not attacking. They're all set up right above them. Roof.
And there the pill commits. The infected are taking way too long with trying to go in for this attack here. It's giving the survivors a lot of leeway here. And it's not like the survivors are going to try and rush. There is a tank, and it is going to spawn up in the garage here. And they're not going to try and run past cars.
Very true. You have the cars and dumpsters for the tank. It is going to be almost set off the alarm with the spray.
Get ready for some rocket spawns here. The SI are getting ready for this attack here. All 4 survivors are now committing to coming out here. Zoe is completely alone. Nobody is covering her. But the SI are going to be saving this attack completely for this tank.
Alright, tank is up. We haven't taken it to a survivor. Oh, no, attack is going in. A quad boom.
Oh, and the alarm cart goes off. Let's quickly go over to that survivor war room.
Trash
Back.
can. Trash can.
Back up from the hitter builds.
You should go to the other spot I talked
Car.
about.
Just run.
Car's coming in. Car's coming in.
Here on a plane, maybe.
Just shoot him right up here. You guys need to group up though. You're all split.
Whoa, that car.
You guys need to group up. You're way too split up.
Jesus,
Shoot the
Thomas.
commie.
Jockey, behind you, Francis.
Car.
Fuck.
Shit. Oh shit. I gotta move.
Hey, that surprised me.
Oh shit.
Pull.
Should I run?
Oh, I got knocked out.
Yeah, you probably should run then. At this point, you're pretty much screwed.
I'm running. I can do this.
That car, though.
Oh shit.
Just run, you can do it.
I can see.
Almost there, almost upstairs. There you go.
Just watch that last choke.
Yeah, watch the door.
Oh run.
Damn it.
Fuck! Nice.
Go, yeah!
Nice.
Nice
Nice
one.
job. Alright, a couple things there in that
And I
tank.
got HP bonus. Look at
Couple
me.
things there in that tank though. You guys could have taken it out, but one person was basically still on the bottom. You all need to basically surround that white truck on the top. You guys, someone was basically staying down there, and then Lewis wasn't sure where the tank was. You need to always be aware about where he is. Because that hittable basically hits you while you were kind of looking away. Sound is your best friend in this game, so make sure you listen to that. But basically what just set it up is there were only a couple survivors on that truck, and then some people were just not on that truck.
Alright, and we are back now here after a nice speech from Dusty. So we just saw a tank in the hands of Izach here, doing some work with that car. A lot of horde coming in, especially from that alarm car, not even just the boom itself. I feel like the tank could have easily cut them off, but I think nobody told them about the extra ladder that's around here.
That would not be I would not be able to tell you about that. Yeah, the tank did some pretty good work. The smoke helped him, you know, bring down Zoe and or Francis. Sorry, no, not Francis, but Lewis. And he did manage to get a car on that one. You know, all 3 of his in-caps were based off the cars. Again, I don't know, the jockey got, you know, worked on, died before it was actually able to grab Feather before he was able to go inside the safe room, so. But, all in all, you know, it was pretty good. The horde was very, very unfortunate to have after the 3-boom landed and then the car alarm was activated, so being 3-boomed and then having the car alarm just didn't help them how to handle a tank that probably could have been worked around, so.
Yeah, I definitely feel with the amount of pills that they had, the amount of permanent that they had, they could have easily taken that tank, but just that boom and that alarm car mixed in with all those hittables, there was just no way that they were going to make it out there unscathed. And fortunately for the infected there, they were able to get that wipe, so they can make the comeback here on this map if they survive this tank without taking a lot of damage there. And mind you, again, as I showed you earlier, the ladder that was there, that the tank, I guess, completely forgot about, yeah, it's a really, really good shortcut to try and cut off the survivors or survivor that's trying to rush forward to the safe room there.
Okay, alright. But yeah, I mean, not only that, but it, you know, as soon as the witch was gone and they got inside that, you know, construction area, where the pillbox is, they actually had a good amount of pills there. I think they had 2 or 3 sets to actually work with. So, I mean, you know, if they're in good health, you know, maybe they would be able to fight the tank, and you know, if need be, you know, go back and try to get those pills to, you know, keep pushing on. So.
Waiting on 3 people to ready up here. And again, this first attack consisting of a 3-1 here with Charger and Spitter. So we saw the previous team try and go for something really, really, really early here, but it did not work out here. And it looks like this team is going to be going for something a little bit later here. Have you ever seen I don't know, have you ever seen a Charger come from that particular spot over there?
No, I've never seen a Charger come from that area. Usually I see the Charger come up from the, like,
air conditioning units, right?
Air conditioning. The smoke usually working on, I don't know, the roof, like right there where the storage area is, like literally right across from where you exit the safe room. But
no, it looks like the Charger is repositioning to the window.
Okay, yeah. So Smoker is behind the dumpster, crouched, looking for that. Then the Jockey and Spitter are up on the far roof.
If I were to say how this attack is going to go, I believe what the infected are going for is they're going to try and pull someone into the dumpsters here and try and charge that person. Although, I mean, I could be wrong because I don't really see it happen too often. I don't think you could actually charge someone on or against the dumpsters there. I think you actually charge them, or not charge them. I guess you pull them over the dumpster. I don't think they collide at the dumpster there. I could be wrong. We'll see. But this actually looks like a pretty good attack here. They're just, you know, they're gonna pull someone, they're gonna charge that person that got pulled, and they're gonna spit on that person. A lot of damage onto a single person right off the bat.
Yeah, and again they have and we're going live. And again, they do have the Jockey to work with too. So it'll be interesting to see what they're doing with this. Like they're. Oh no.
And there's the bait.
Wait.
Francis, check your fire.
Survivor's now ghosting out here. Zoe ghosting out. We'll be blocking the Smoker spawn here momentarily. Smoker is having his spawn blocked here, but looks like he's crouching and able to get that spawn. I'm not entirely sure. And here comes the attack. Raining down on him. Smoker is out of position here. Here comes the charge. Misses. Great juke there. Spit delay coming in here, but it just does not happen. Great pull there. Managing to recover from that bad positioning there and just getting blocked and able to get in a pull and getting a couple ticks of damage.
I mean, it's damage. It's a lot more than what we saw from the other team. So they should be able to get one more attack before the survivors are able to activate Nintendo. So right now what we're working with is a Charger, Boomer, Jockey, and a Spitter.
Survivors making their way through here, clearing as much of the common infect as possible. Event is started really, really early here before they're able to get into reposition here. Zoe getting hit, really separated, and we're going to be seeing a single boom here going out here on the Bill. And the SI are really out of position here. I'm not sure what the Spitter is doing all the way across there. Charger trying to look for an spawn directly across from them. And a random free spit?
Free spit, yeah.
I'm not sure what to make of that.
I don't know. I think the Spitter had already had its spawn up. I guess it didn't want to despawn. But Jockey and Charger are still up. Smoker is a third spawn with Freakazoid getting his spawn in about 5 seconds. Smoker looking like it wants to come from the bottom. Jockey and Charger.
Looks like they're going for the really, really old spawns that were blocked off because Valve does not want to put invisible walls in for props and such, but I don't think you can get that center spawn anymore unless the survivors are in really, really bad positions here. Where the spot where the Jockey's at, though, that spot is still viable. But it is very, very far away. Oh, great shutdown on that Smoker tongue.
Boomer did get a double boom. Charger is going in. Oh, double cap is going out for a split second. Boomer does proxy, and the Smoker with only... Okay, Smoker's dead now, so... Now they're having to deal with a horde from not only the Crescendo, but the Boom, and now they are pushing forward. Still doing good on... Still doing good on health. They do have a Witch to deal with at the end of the alleyway. Spitter...
Here comes the Jaw Crown.
It is a successful crown. Spit does spit in the far back.
I'm not sure if I can really agree with that free spit there. They would have had a perfect hit for this next attack here. With that charger spit, they could have done a lot of damage, but now they're going to either have to wait or go in without that third SI, or the fourth SI, sorry.
Hunter did respawn on the roof. They should be getting a Boomer. The Hunter is going back for a despawn, so hopefully they're actually able to get this attack before they head in the room. Jockey is on ground level, and the 3 other infected are on... Boomer looking like he wants to go rocket boom. Let's get one.
Great double boom. Triple boom.
Triple boom.
Double stumble. Oh, and that pounce. Everyone's focusing on the charger and no one's covering the Hunter. Great jockey cover.
Yeah, it should be an end cap, but again, they do have more pills coming up here pretty soon, but Kimmy is going to be bleeding out.
I mean, another thing is, 1, again, cover your teammates, and 2, don't be over-covering your teammates. If somebody is charged or pounced, you don't need to have everyone clearing that person here. It only takes 1 person to clear here, and as we just saw, a good demonstration, 2 people were going over to clear the 1 person that was far away, and by doing so, somebody that was separated gets pounced, and no one was there to clear that. Great Smoker tongue cut there by Zoe there, but here comes a lot of damage from Zoe running ahead, though.
Not exactly sure what the call was right there.
The idea when attacks are down is you want to try and rush as fast as possible and get as much distance as possible in between attacks. But I think they did it a bit too much. You want to stop basically when spawns are about to be up.
The airport.
That's understand. I don't know. It's just, you know, you still had 3 survivors in the far back though, and Zoe just, you know, was pushing, and I don't know. It was kind of questionable. I don't understand what that was about, but.
Next attack consisting of a 3-1 here with Charger and Boomer. The Infected could easily get in 2 attacks here, but it looks like they will be opting to save the entire hit for the run back on this tank.
Just like the same situation, quite a bit of common before actually going in to being able to spawn the tank. Looks like everything is wanting to back from the rooftop. Hunter is behind a pillar. Hunter is going in, lands a... Jockey does go in, lands a shot. Charger's going in for punches, misses the charge. Spy Boom does go in. Again, Charger is going in for a few more punches.
3 punches before he goes down. 3 people bleeding, 2 sets of pills here. The survivors have definitely dropped very, very far from where they previously were. They were in a really, really good position before that rushed attack on, or that attack on the rusher Zoe there. I mean, just, I don't know, they were doing great. They had 3 people there with all perm health.
Alright, looks like Smoker is going in, trying to do it.
Oh, and there's the alarm car.
Alright, Jockey going in. A little bit of separation.
Cover your teammates. You have to cover your teammates there. That jockey should not have landed. And Francis will be going down here because of that.
Yep.
You have to cover your teammates. If you don't keep an eye on the person in the back, this will happen every time. Anyways, let's quickly go over to that survivor war room here and let's see if they can maybe try and kill Feather Raw's tank here.
Where is it?
Smoker in front.
Oh, damn.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's usually how this tank ends up. Especially with the...
Alright, and we are back now here after the tank by the hands of Feather Raw here. And just having somebody die right off the bat there, getting incapped with a full health tank, it's just going to be significantly harder. And afterwards, the tank just easily got a second end cap with that card, just making it even harder for the survivors to be able to wipe, or not wipe, but kill the tank.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess after having that first end cap during a tank, I don't know, you kind of lose a little bit of momentum or whatever it is. I don't know, the attack before the tank spawned up was, or the second attack before the tank had spawned up, was kind of bad. Zoe separating herself, taking quite a bit of damage. Health was not what it was supposed to be for the tank, but again, it's all about trying to cover your teammates.
Alrighty, so we're going to be seeing a tank at 85% and an 18% witch here. I'm trying to remember where 85% is, and I kind of want to say, I don't know, it's going to be a little bit hard here, but this seems like a tank that might be during the final event. I've seen it happen in campaign, and trust me, it is brutal. It's always a wipe, anyways, but I'm not sure I've ever seen it in versus.
Are you talking about that metal detector? Is that what you're talking about?
The what?
The metal detector?
Yes.
Okay.
The metal detector. I've seen a tank actually spawn in there on campaign numerous times. And for those of you who don't know, the globe that I'm going to go ahead and zoom in over there, but the globe that is held up by the statue is actually hittable. This little globe here that is being held up by the statue is a hittable. It's very bouncy, it's very light, and it's very devastating. I found out numerous times the hard way.
It is going to be interesting to see that tank, especially seeing as that event is never ending. So they're going to have to deal with the common, the special infected, and the tank. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. But 18% tank or witch. That's a little inside this hallway down here.
Yeah, let's say it's going to be somewhere inside this hallway. If at the very least it'll be at the top of the escalators. Either way, the SI will have an attack up for this if they do an early hit, but it looks like they will be going for an office's hit here, a much later hit here, which means that they might not have an attack up for this witch.
I think maybe they might be trying to attack with the witch.
No, there's no way the witch can spawn right there. That's about, I want to say that's about 11%.
Okay. But this hit is actually a 2-2. It's the Jockey, Hunter, Spitter, and Boomer. Again, it looks like they're actually wanting to attack in this hallway area rather than just right away.
Waiting on Juicy and Zero Ox Shadows to ready up here. So, for this tank in particular, we're going to try and go to a Survivor War Room here. And, I mean, I don't know, I really hope it's not an event tank, otherwise it's going to be a wipe. I don't know any team that would be able to survive an event tank. It's just really brutal with the non-stop horde coming in. I'm not sure if that horde in particular stops at all.
I don't think it does. It's not it's not like a Parish 2 finale where you're just able to stop, at a certain spot and like stop the horde during the event,
I mean, there's certain ones that do. Like, for example, the carousel event. The carousel event, if you start it while a tank is up, at least I believe so. There's only been like so many times that I've actually tried this, but I believe you start the carousel event, as long as you don't enter the carousel area, you will not get a horde during a tank. The next one is the Parish finale. If you stay still and slowly clear the common will stop coming to you until you start moving up.
Oh yeah, the Parish. But again, yeah, the horde is like never ending, so try to see the technique or whatever you want to call it with what the survivors do. Nice to see. Now we're just waiting on Shadows. Ready up. Looks like they did reposition to attack right away the Jockey and Spitter. that first area to the right.
So winning on Zero Ox, Shadowed already up here. So again, this first deck consisting of a 2-2 here with Jockey and I'm trying to zoom out here. I can't see the next side. Jockey and a Hunter here.
And I mean, the game is still, you know, winnable for either teams. Like I said, it's a little less than 500 deficit or difference.
Oh yeah, it's still anyone's game here. Just make this event here, which is nerfed on Pro Mod, mind you. I don't know how nerfed it is, though. Or, I mean, I don't know if they unnerfed it and maybe keep a little bit nerfed, but I just remember that the original nerf that they put onto Pro Mod here was just ludicrous. It was like, literally, all you had to deal with was about 50 zombies, and that was it. You didn't have to deal with anything more.
Okay, yeah.
Or was it even, maybe it was even 30. It was just, it was a really, really small amount. The Horde was just very easy to run through. You could literally walk several steps before a common infected decided to actually spawn up and hit you.
Yeah, so,
Kimiko here yelling at Zero to ready up here.
yeah, I don't know, they have one Christian, though, to, you know, deal with, too, so I don't know if they're actually gonna camp that out or not, but... Alright, we are going live.
Alrighty, and here we go again. The first attack consisting of a 2-2 here with Jockey and Hunter here. Survivors are going to be trying to run out of the safe room here without taking a lot of damage. The Boomer is going to be coming from the safe room. He's going to be arcing his vomit from on top here. Some baiting going on here. Survivors all now leaving the safe room here, leaving Lewis in there. And here comes the spawn boom, and here's a double boom. Here comes the SI triple boom proxy through the wall. And the SI are now coming in here. They will be grabbing Zoe. There is a separation spit. There is a collision there on the Jockey and Hunter, though. But a lot of damage going on to Zoe here.
That's an end cap right there.
A lot of damage on that first hit with just a 2-2. Great job by the infected.
That,
Let's go through the opposite.
I don't know, I guess the common were just, you know, blocking them to actually clear that, which is very, very unfortunate. That now they have a witch to deal with. Just completely down. Aw.
Watch out!
Still have a little bit of common coming.
Here's draw crown by Bill. Great draw crown. Here's a charge though, double charge. Spit misses though. Here's the boom. We saw a beautiful quad boom here. Jockey separation, and that's going to be at least an end cap. Oh, they might be able to clear him in time. They might be able to clear him in time, but he's slow now, and that is 3 people slow here. Actually, no, that's going to be 3 sets of pills here, 2 people slow. And I mean, it's just a lot of damage. Yeah, it's a lot of damage there before the tank.
I think it's still quite a falls away too. Still have this event to deal with too, so just hopefully it's not a separation that happens during this start of this event. The Boomer did go in, got 1 boom. Hunter is up top. Charger is trying to find a spawn. But they're looking for something to spit on. Charger finally finding his spawn, does get the charge. Quick second, Spitter going in, sacking itself last. Pretty decent attack.
It was a pretty decent attack here. We can see that the survivor's health is definitely dwindling with 2 bleeders here. 3 sets of pills have been taken so far, leaving 2 pills here since they found an extra pair. And it looks like the survivors will be taken out of this room here with 2 people bleeding.
So we do have a full attack up. We do have the Smoker, Hunter, Boomer, and Jockey. Horde is coming in. The door still not broken down, so I guess the SI are trying to figure out what exactly they're getting ready to do.
Mind you, the wall is actually breakable from the window, or not from the window, from the bathroom, but it looks like nobody's coming in from their great stumble proxy onto the 2 2 infected there.
Jockey managed to get in, but didn't do anything, and Hunter getting skeeted.
Good ski.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to move. The last spawn should be up in about 8 seconds. Right now we do have the Boomer, Charger, and Spitter up. Charger is on top, trying to figure out what it's going to do. Boomer is getting ready to go in, gets popped right away.
Could have been a sack there. That would have been a really good sack actually here. They still have that Charger and Spitter here, but looks like they're opting to go for the full hit here. Miracle charge, but Spitter's nowhere in sight to be able to spawn. Comes in late here. And a couple ticks of damage going on to Bill there. A lot of damage from that Spit. I think it's suffice to say the new Spit is a bit too strong.
Yeah, I would probably have to say that. Right,
Survivors making their way through the common infected here. Feather Raw here with the largest amount of bonus here. 3 people bleeding, 1 slow. Freakazoid is very close to slow though, sitting at 43 temp health. No sets of pills left.
Alright, and we do have a 2-2. It is a Hunter, Spitter, Smoker, and Boomer. So currently we are at 63, about 65%. So yeah, this tank is getting ready to spawn up probably as soon as they get through it. Spitter going for a free.
This is an event tank. Well, if the Horde doesn't stop, this is a wipe. There's no doubt about it. There's no way to survive this event here with the Horde and the tank. Mind you, though, that is with the official Horde. I'm not sure if they reintroduced the official Horde here or have the nerf Horde. And here comes the event.
Alright, Boomer goes in, only gets 1 boom. Tank is up now. Smoker.
Let's quickly go over to that war room here.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Okay, tank's running right behind you.
Screw this!
Save me, Cinematic. You guys are really running, aren't you? Wow. Impressive. I thought you guys were like red.
25 HP, go!
Bye, Lewis.
Oh. Poor Lewis.
No!
Bye, Zoe.
Oh.
Well then.
That's still good distance considering the hits we took at the beginning.
Alright, and we are back here. We just saw the tank in the hands of Zero Ox Shadows here, cleaning up the survivors here with this event tank. This event tank is just too brutal here, but that was with the boom though. I'm not sure though how the Horde will react with that tank spawning up. I'm not sure if the Horde came in because of the boom or if the Horde came in just because it was the event, because I noticed that as soon as they went through the metal detector, there wasn't that many common infected actually chasing them. There's a lot of more idle common infected.
And again, it's just one of those things that I guess I should probably take a look at, especially, you know, coming in the whole pro-mod scene and everything, so. But, yeah, 2 of the survivors did manage to get by the tank for a split second as they were making their way to the safe room, grabbing, you know, a few more points. But, you know, the tank managing to catch up with, you know, some of the Horde. Smoker did manage to get the last one down, Zoe. So, still safe room, but, you know, still pretty good with what all they did at the very, very first attack.
Yeah, I mean, that very, very first attack, as you were saying, just the spit, the pounce, I think it was a double spit too, and the Horde all over Freakazoid. There was just so much damage. He went down right off the bat there on the first attack here. And normally, this attack right here, this is not really a make or break attack here. It's actually the office hit. If you get hit in the offices, that is a make or break hit. But they managed to turn this hit, this first hit here, really, really early into a make or break hit with somebody going in-capped right off the bat.
Yeah. And like I said, oh, and we're getting ready to go live. And again, we do have a 2-2. The Boomer, Hunter, Spitter, and Jockey. 3 of the infected are around the corner, right behind the Rebel. The Boomer on the luggage, looking to get an instant move. I know positioning. Back on the Rebel, so.
Survivors are making their way out here. Zoe is ghosting. He will be taking the spawns of some of the SI here. And they will be making it through here uncontested as they get to the other side. But here comes the SI here. Jockey coming in. Gets dead stubs, gets cleared. Hunter coming in, gets proxied off here after he lands, and here comes another attempt on the land here, but he does get cleared very, very quickly. Great job by the survivors.
Yeah, very, very good job. Only 20 damage going out. The stumble with Piglet getting boomed on. Draw Crown is going out.
What?
Wow.
Wait, what? What just... you know, someone should just like take that, make a quick GIF or GIF, however you want to pronounce it, and just put the context note at the bottom.
The charger clear wasn't. Yeah, charger clear took quite a while. Thankfully, they didn't shoot the boom while Francis was in, or Lewis was in the spit. Would have been a stumble, but one's now slow. And looks like he's getting ready to commit his pills. Nice. Second thought about it. Taki's getting ready to come up in about 4 seconds. We do have a spitter jockey, hunter, and charger. Maybe they're going to attack on the way back, which looks like... Ooh, they get a separation on Zoe. That charge.
Oh, and that truck pushing the charger to the side there. Great cover. That is going to be a tri-cap, and that's going to be a death onto Zoe, unless Lewis decides to go clear her first.
Yeah, that charge looked like it went extra far and hit the van and just kept going.
Almost another charge. Great clear there by Lewis there. That could have been the wipe there, but I'm not sure if Lewis will be able to get up the other survivors here with all this horde on him.
Yeah, he's stuck on the horde. He just now filled up. Booker is in. Just to grab the
and that is going to be the wipe here, unless Francis can get a miracle clear here. It's just, it doesn't look possible. I mean, that was a great attack there by the survivor, or by the infected there. The survivors just way too spread out there, and they weren't really expecting an attack there.
Again, three of them were already ready to turn around the corner, but you know, once they heard that charger and the charger charge Zoe, that's when everything just kind of went downhill. The hunter and jockey went in, intercepting those two, and yeah, that's when they started trying to clear everything. So, but
well, let me see here. I think it's 800 points here. We still got this early tank. The survivors, if they make a mistake here on this early tank, the infected can definitely get the wipe here and easily come back. This distance on this map here is 800. Easy to make it with at least 200 bonus. So this is still anyone's game here.
Very, very true. Yeah, you know, just the early tanks of 19%. So yeah, you know, just even the slightest health bonus, you know, should be able to, you know, help, you know, the infected team right now actually come back and quite possibly win this game. But yeah, it just depends on what they do with this early tank. So, and she didn't.
Juicy stating didn't get tank, but I believe even if you didn't get tank, you will get this tank here. Basically, I don't think the finale is like a randomized raffle. It's actually just whoever hasn't gotten tank yet. It basically is a repeating cycle. So like right off the bat, the first map tank is determined because everyone here everyone hasn't gotten a tank yet. Sorry, I can't really hear myself think with this plane going through. Okay, so let me try again with this explanation. Okay, the raffle event for the tank, it selects people based off of whether they've gotten a tank or not. So first map, it's anyone's game, simply because no one has gotten a tank. Third map, it's 3 people's game. I mean, it could be any of the 3 people's tank because the one person's already got the tank, and so on and so on. And let's say, for example, one team gets wiped earlier and someone didn't get a tank. They should get the tank on the finale because they haven't been selected for a tank yet, or they haven't gotten to play a tank yet. Sorry.
Weird though, because isn't it? You know, I mean, there have been 4 maps, so. Oh, never mind. It's because okay, they didn't get to the tank, is what it was. So I believe Juicy should be. Yeah, okay, that's what it was. I had a blonde moment there. I'm sorry.
But you're not blonde though.
Oh, I mean, I could be. I don't know. I don't know. Pretty sure my parents like dyed my hair when I was a baby. So what? What? But yeah, you know, it's an early tank, 19%. We are going live with this attack. We do have a boomer smoker charger, and the tank is up right now.
Alrighty, and tank is up in the hands of Kimiko here, so let's quickly go over to that infected war room here.
Fuck, dude, I fucked that up.
Ooh, that's good. I think you can actually use that. They're really separated. Take the jockey towards the witch. Tank, leave Zoe alone.
I don't see where my hittable went to. It's up in the air. Okay.
Are you committing tank or are you just throwing rocks? I'm gonna sack. I'm like so chipped.
I'm just throwing the cart.
Okay.
And not anymore. I'm gonna lose control. So I
No,
think
it's
I'm
alright.
gonna get the cart.
Yeah.
Pass. It's still first
Yeah.
pass.
Just get the hittable and play if you have to. Because more hittables, but everybody just wait. Let the tank just get the hittable.
Yeah, I'm having problems with that.
Oh, you get in there. Your second pass. You're low. You gotta go in there. You don't want it to go AI. If it does, just wait. Wait. Nice.
One boom. One boom.
You gotta push in on that hittable right next to them. Tank, just go in.
Push in. Push in.
Nice.
I just did that just to...
Why didn't you punch
Finish off another. Just finish him off.
Just punch him. Just punch him down.
Yeah, just punch him.
Okay, now
Watch
you
out.
can hit a
Get someone
hittable.
else. Get someone else. Never mind.
You guys... Okay.
Whenever hittable next to anybody, always use it. Turn around. Turn around. Time your punches. There you go. Keep holding forward. Don't let go of forward when you're tank. Never let go of forward.
I'll smoke the next.
And
Thank
don't
you,
jump.
Ted.
Jump slows you down.
Oh, what?
Oops.
Oh. Isn't there
Always
another
getting
one?
this. And yeah, don't punch people off.
Okay.
I got him.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it. Where's the other one? Where's the other one?
They're dead.
They're all
All
dead.
of them.
Are we... Alright, yeah, we are back here. Sorry, I was gonna do a entirely different speech. I had to write them down. I had to write them down on notepads, and I keep them in front of me. Alright, anyways, we are back here, and we saw a tank in the hands of Kimiko here. We just saw a really, really great separation there for the infected. Was able to kill someone with the witch right off the bat there, and after that, there was just really good support there on the tank. Just, I mean, they got a really, really good wipe, and this is the chance that they can make the comeback. If they deal with this first tank well, and then they deal with the rest of the tanks well, which is only one more tank because the extra tank is removed here on Pro Mod, so they only have to deal with one other tank, they'll easily make it to the finale, or easily make it to the escape vehicle, I would say.
It's gonna be just trying to figure out where exactly we're gonna fight this tank at. I think the survivors actually, with the first half of this round, actually had a pretty good idea. Trying to fight it underneath, I guess, this right behind the crash area. But you know, the hittable was coming in. I guess they got scared with the hittable. Boom came in, proxied off. So. It'll be interesting to see whereabouts they're going to fight this tank at. So they sure as heck don't want to.
The place where you actually want to fight this tank is exactly where the previous team was. The thing is, though, you can't let somebody get separated. I mean, as we saw what happened, somebody got jockeyed into the witch and died right off the bat there, and the tank even brought in a hittable there afterwards. This infected just had everything really in a really good position for them, and the survivors here, they need to make sure they cover their teammates, don't all focus on a 1 SI unless it's the charger, and just don't get hit by hittables really.
That's gonna be nice. Again, we do have a tricap, or 3-1, apologies, but the boomer is setting up, I guess, waiting for a boom as soon as they get all the way down. The jockey is right above them. The smoker is right there, right there on the plane, and the charger is on the ladder right there where the, walk area is on the other side of them, so.
This plane sucks.
Jockey did go in, not grabbing anything. Charger's trying to get up there.
And here comes the charge, double charge, almost gets a triple, almost gets a pull under the railing here, and Tank is in position here, and we might see a good boom coming out here. If the survivors get boom, this could be the wipe. And that is a quad boom! The Tank here, unaware of Lewis in the back here. He's still climbing here when he can easily be stopping the survivors here. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Oh, but he does get the corner here onto Francis, or onto Bill. Oh no, that's Francis, sorry. And a good pull on the Bill.
Yeah.
That is one person in cap right off the bat there with 600. But let's quickly go over to that war room here because I almost forgot because I'm getting too excited.
That jockey though. The jockey's this game, man.
This is such a wave. Oh, they're kind of getting far away from
Oh,
me.
he's going.
Run,
Yeah.
Kimiko, run!
She's hoarded. I'm not worried.
It's basically
Run,
over.
Kimiko, run!
I mean, like I said, this tank is basically always away.
Yeah. Especially with that
You're
nice
still
full
up.
boom at the
Where
start.
is he? Oh, there he is. Okay, he's down.
Alright, and we are back. So we just saw a wipe Tank on the finale here in the hands of Synax here. And the GGs are going out here. And just there, what happened was just a really great 4-boom, and the team just did not cover themselves, or cover each other. They panicked as soon as they got boomed and tried to run off and try and hide in the position where they had to take the tank without covering their team.
Yeah, the boom was what started that entire thing. Smoker did manage to, grab a tick or two, and after the end cap happened, the tank came in and just, started with the last 3 survivors, so. But, yeah, all in all, it was a pretty good game.
Yeah, I mean, it was really, really close. Minus, I mean, just the only issue was just map 1. Map 1, one team did get ahead of the other, and following that, it just kind of snowballed afterwards. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, decent game, etc. And anyways, so that is the end of Left to Learn, September 6th, 2014. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you guys next weekend. And thank you, Music is After, for co-casting Left to Learn tonight with me.
Thank you for having me. So,
Alrighty.
alright.
Alrighty, guys. See you then.